story of this association will now be presented by Mr. Robert Dilinger, Vice President of the Association.
Honorable Michael Carter, Trade Commissioner and Council Commercial of Australia, members of the diplomatic missions, members of the academic fraternity, members of AAAOE, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor for me to talk about the success of the Association of Accredited Advisers on Overseas Education, or AAAOE in short. As the association completes 10 years of its successful existence in India, this is the right time to look at the history and achievements of this association over time. About 10 years ago, the international education industry was growing at an alarming rate. International education was no longer for just a few privileged students. With the liberalization of the Indian banks and the increase in the amount of education loans given to overseas students, the number of Indian students going abroad was beginning to rise. This increasing number of overseas students resulted not only in an increase in the number of agents representing countries, but also we see an increase in the number of countries entering the Indian market. There is no doubt that the biggest beneficiary of this new trend were the Indian students, as it gave them a greater choice of consultants and countries to choose from. Suddenly, we as established education consultants were now facing dual competition, both from new companies and new countries. This growth gradually resulted in a slight confusion among the student community. Because as we are all aware, students visit many consultants before choosing what they believe is the right choice for them. However, one thing was beginning to become clear: no two advisors were giving the same advice. Let's not forget, 10 years ago, the internet, online admissions, and social media was in its infancy and not as popular as it is today. Hence, there was a great dependence and a higher degree of reliability on the advice given by education consultants. While many advisors who are well established in the market gave honest and accurate information, some new companies began to take advantage of the vulnerable position of prospective overseas students and indulge in misguiding a few of them. This resulted in misunderstanding, suspicion, and tension between advisors. Hostility and suspicion threatened to overtake what was once a very friendly and highly respected industry. In short, advisors were not able to see eye to eye and sit on the same platform. Just when it appeared that education advisors would become more self-centered and work solely to increase their profits, even at the expense of cutting away other advisors, and when there seemed to be no hope of unity, one man had a vision to unite the diverse forces and strengthen the unity of agents. The person I'm referring to is none other than our patron and founder president, Dr. Paul Chellakumar. Paul had conceptualized the idea of an association of advisors representing different destinations working in unity with each other. It was a bold and courageous task. It was also unthinkable, and many believed that this was impossible and just could not materialize. However, Dr. Paul was certain that there had to be a better way to manage the international education market, and the first step in this direction was to establish AAAOE. Dr. Paul believed in the age-old and proven concept that united we stand, divided we fall. Finally, after many meetings and having obtained the consensus from a small group of 8 advisors, AAAOE was established in June 2003. In the last 10 years, AAAOE has successfully organized 10 international education fairs and conducted 5 pre-departure orientation programs for students leaving to the UK. In addition, more than a dozen workshops on education were conducted by various members of the association. We also successfully organized an exclusive Singapore education fair, which, when we were approached by the Singapore Education Board at just a short notice of 15 days. Today, students and parents can approach any member of our association with the hope and belief that they are in safe and reliable hands and will be provided with accurate, unbiased, and up-to-date information. Indeed, the greatest achievement of AAAOE was in ensuring that all members work in harmony to ensure that our clients, namely our students and parents, benefit the most. What once seemed impossible is today a reality. Today, AAAOE has over 50 different members representing over 30 different countries, working in harmony and in association with each other. Now, 10 years down the line, I can state with certainty that AAAOE is perhaps the only association of its kind in India and perhaps maybe the world. I would like to conclude by stating that if education is an investment, then networking is the key to ensure that this investment is a valuable one. Indeed, AAAOE has made a significant contribution to the education sector and will strive very hard to increase the same in the future. Thank you.